Hey everybody, we're now going to work on the lab. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to select unstretched length. This is the length of the natural length of the spring. We're going to select the ruler and we're going to bring it really nice, make sure it's lined up with the top. And I think we looked at it, and to me, this looks like it is 4.7 centimeters. It could also be 4.8 centimeters. So the natural length is 4.8 centimeters. Next, we wanted to create a displacement to 6 centimeters. So we're going to go to a movable line, and I think this have to be on the other side so I can move. Great, that works out. So we're going to take the movable line, we're going to move it to 6.0, and now we're going to add weights to see how much weight do we have to add to get it to be 6.0. So right now I have 100. Let's start at 50 to see what 50 gives us. So I moved it back, and as you see, the number 50, it changed. We're going to attach it, and as you see, select the red button to stop the bouncing, and this gets us to maybe 55. So I'm going to change it to 100. There's 100, and let's see where that gets us. And that gets us past the movable line. So I'm actually going to take away some weight. I'm going to put it to 90 and see where that gets us. We are still a little bit past, so I'm going to do 80. And I would say 80 looks good. So with a spring strength at 3 and a mass of 80 grams, I get to 6 centimeters. Now we're going to take our movable line, and we want it to go to 6.5. And let's increase our weight. I'm going to get to 100. And we are still not there. I'm going to go 110. And I would say we are there. So it is 110 grams on our spring to get to 6.5. Now we're going to move our line to 7. And let's see what our weight needs to be to get to 7. I'm going to add, I'm at 125. We're not there yet. Let me get to maybe 150. Here's 140. And that looks pretty good. Is it 140? What happens when I do 145? I think I surpassed, so I think it's 140. Okay, so that's 140 grams, brings us to 7. Let's see what brings us to 7.5. So 170 is too much. Let's go to 160. $160, 160 grams. It's even a little bit too much. I wonder if it's 150. Let's try 140. And 140 brings us to 70. What brings us to 7.5? I'm going to go to, I'm going to move the line so it's easier to see. Stop the spring. And it looks like we're there at 170 grams. The last one is 8.0. We're going to move the line, increase the weight, and 220 looks like it was too much. And that looks good. 220. Looks even a little long. What happens if I do 110? And that looks good at 110 or 210.